Hello everyone, Andy here. A few weeks ago, I did a match with Ram on 3x3 with an average of 5 bases, and today I'm going to break down all of our solves. Let's get into solve number 1. So for solve 1, I got a 952 and Ram got a 956. I did green cross and Ram did white cross. So let's get into my solution first. So I could see here is two green cross solved close to each other, and I could make a cross easily with this pair preserved as my first pair, and I did a F2 U to preserve this one and insert this to here, and do a D and then insert this back. I solve this as my first pair, and here is the second pair. And here, instead of rotating and doing this pair at this angle, I did one more rotation and solving this. I don't know why, but yeah, and solving this last pair and OL into Thakkar. So Ram did a white cross. He could see these two could be solved close to each other, and he just need to rearrange them with only RD moves. So he solving with these two like this, and then rotate, and then solving this two like this way. I guess I would go for this pair as my first pair when I was doing the RD moves, but apparently he was looking for this two, so he using some R moves to pair us up. Alright, and he rotated and insert this, and here is a very easy second pair, and he rotates again, solving this two and this two. So he's solving this two, and I think he should have learned the cancellation on this into this, but he didn't recognize the case and rotated and do some UU primes and insert here. And here is OO with cheaper. It wasn't pretty good, but yeah, it is still sub 10, okay? And let's go into the solve 2. So for solve 2, I got a 1032 and Ram got a 1271. But to be honest, I messed up in this solve. As you could see, here is two pairs, and I did yellow for sure because I could see a X cross advantage on this, and I solving this edge and then F2 B2 at the same time to solve this block, and I insert this edge. And it's kind of weird that I didn't solve this pair here, but I did it here, which messed it up while inserting this. I broke this pair, so it was pretty bad, and I did a U2 and the R prime after R to solve the X cross, XX cross, and here is the third pair. So I rotate and solve it pretty bad. Could have been doing something like this, and solving this as my last pair. And here I've recognized the OLCP, which is the standard OL, and UPerm. And Ram did a white cross here. As you could see, he pretty much inspected like he could solve this edge and then this two, and then solving this at last. And he did a D YL prime or L prime with a rotation, and then insert these two, and then insert this. But instead of doing this or something like this, he did a rotation and then U prime F2 D. This is not good for rotating during your cross. For a standard cross, you shouldn't rotate like that because you couldn't track the first pair right there. So he did a UU prime, UU, and solving this first pair, and the second pair is very interestingly, he's solving this too. But I mean, he should have recognized this one. This is so easy to see. But yeah, and he did that U prime R prime to pair it up, and inserting it at the back. And here, he rotated again and solving this too. Pair it up and using this L to solving it at the back with the rotating. And the last pair. So here is a dot OL and 5 pair. So for soft 3 I got a 1104 and Ram got a 1077. So for this scramble I could take advantage of this pair and this edge and this square. And while solving this block, I could also solve this edge. So I did a B prime and then UL U to solve this, and then D2 L prime to make it to form a X cross. And then I rotate it. Nothing's here. Rotate again, and I did a U and rotate to pair it. To make this pair and inserting it at the back, which was not good. I had a very bad time with this, and I did a rotate again and solving this too, and end up with a very bad last pair and OL into upper. So Ram did a white cross with the cross pieces here, 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 and here. So he's solving this immediately and solving this like this. And here he did a rotation and so inserting this edge. It was a okay solution, but this pair should be tracked during the cross, but he didn't see this. And instead he was tracking this corner and looking for its edge, and it was here, but he did a rotation U prime, rotation U prime, rotation U prime, and he found this and solving it this way. And here he did a rotation, rotation again, and U prime, rotation, U prime to solving this too. Which was pretty awful to watch. And here he did this pair into this pair and OL into the G pair. And here comes the solve number 4. I got a 11.76 and Ram got a 1043. And in this scramble I did the yellow cross because it was pretty easy. I could solve it in 5 moves, and I did a D, and then aligning this two like this, and my first pair was tracked, which is this pair, and solving it immediately. And I see this 3 pair, so I took it out and solving this. It wasn't ideal, and here I did a U rotation, and I can see this pair, so I did it, and then last pair like this, and OL with a very slow V pair. So Ram also did a yellow cross. As you can see, he did the exact same cross plus 1 as mine, so I don't have to explain anymore. But here he did a U rotation and solving this too, and then sets up a 3 pair right here. But instead of solving this like that, he did a U prime, U, and then rotate, and then U2 to solving this kind of minor mistakes right here, and he's solving this at the end. So he didn't do yield control, just straight solving this and OL into U curve. And here was last soft. I got a 1183 and Ram got a 1048. So I couldn't see anything nice, but I could see this as my as a free pair. So I was tracking that, and I did a orange cross. So I did U prime and then rotate, and then L U D R prime to solve this, and then D F. And then my first pair is here, which was tracked, and I took it out and so this like that. And here I did 7 bat right here, rotate, U prime rotate. I couldn't see anything nice, but I could see here afterwards, which was pretty bad, yeah. And rotate it back, solving this too. And here I don't know why I need to rotate, I have no idea. I could do it using LE moves. And well, after. So Ram did a white cross. As you can see, these two could solve pretty easily. And he did a U prime, L prime, L to solve these two, and then U to solve in this to solve this edge, and then double rotation to solve this edge. It wasn't pretty good, but yeah. And here was the first pair, so he did a U2, R, U prime, R prime, U2, R prime, U prime, R. So a better solution for this case, inserting into the back slot, is this L, which could be solved pretty easily instead of like this way. I don't know, but it wasn't very good at all. And here was the second pair, so pretty easy. And he did a U prime and then rotate, then U to solve this, and lastly solving this. So here he did a up into F prime. So that's about it. And both Ram and me has had tons of mistakes in this average of 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get